Hello everybody, this is Nikki from Nikki Say It Now, and I'm back with another video, guys. This is my video for my Nikki Out Loud show. This is another video for that. And if you guys haven't found my news videos, make sure you guys go to the Nikki Out Loud playlist and my news videos will be there, guys. Today I'm going to be doing another review. I did a review for Eminem's song Zeus, if you want to check that out. And also, I did a review for Kid Cudi's album called Man on the Moon 3. So you guys can check that out on that playlist, guys. So I'm going to do another review. And this review is going to be for the show Power. Just an overall review for you guys. I'm not going to spoil it that much because I really do want you guys to watch it. But I'm gonna give you a little summary of it, okay? And I'm gonna explain more about the characters in the show and what characters I loved in the show. So this show is produced and created by Courtney A. Kemp, and she collaborated with 50 Cent himself, also known as Curtis Jackson, and they made this really good show, guys. 50 Cent, when I read upon it, 50 Cent brought this show in the spotlight with his clout. That's what people were saying, his clout. So being him as a rapper, he's been like promoting it, and since 50 Cent, helped produce it, a lot of people want to tune in and watch. So that's the reason why they say that he brought clout to Power. This show is starring, you would think that it's starring 50 Cent. No, this show is starring Omari Hardwick, and he plays Ghost, guys. He plays Ghost, and he's awesome in the character. I had read upon this as well, and they said that Omari Hardwick really didn't want to play Ghost in reality, and 50 Cent had to really talk him into playing that role. He first didn't really want to play it, but I was just like, the runner-up would have been Michael Jai White, hands down, if Omari Hardwick didn't want to play it. But he was awesome in it. A lot of people thought he had and no, my friend, he got jealous because Omari Hardwick is very good looking, and so he was telling me that Omari Hardwick on Power, Ghost on Power, that's a fake beard that they sprayed on him, or that's a fake beard that they put on him. I said, no, it's not. It really wasn't, but you could see how fine the lines are on that beard. Like, oh my god. And Ghost, he plays Ghost on Power. And the show Power is it's practically about drug dealers, okay? And he plays Ghost because nobody knows who Ghost is. Nobody knows the real name of him. He plays James, okay? He plays James, also known as Ghost. So he has two lives he plays. He plays James, the club owner, and he plays Ghost, the drug dealer. So he has two sides. And then he just tries to hide his identity as much as possible, and he has a sidekick named Tommy. I'm gonna get to him later, but Omari Hardwick, every girl is like dreamy over Omari Hardwick. This is actually my favorite, not because he's starring in it, is because he plays his character so well and so cool. It's just like everywhere he goes, it's just like everybody stops and stares. And the look he has is kind of like subtle, but he knows that he means business. He knows what he means business, but he has to be calm and settled. Like, he can't be freaking out every time, and he gets the job done in that show. So that is one of my favorite characters. And Another favorite character of mine I wanted to talk about is Tommy. Just because he is best friends with Ghost. And he is not his I would say his sidekick, but they call each other brothers. Let me put the Amari Hardwick and Ghost like this. I'm gonna talk about both of these characters, the bond they have with each other. Oh my god, if you guys watch the show, it's that brotherly bond, and I've never seen like these, let's face it, different race, right? He's black, he's obviously white. But they grew up together, they've been through hardships together. This just shows it doesn't matter with the color of your skin. Brothers are brothers. Okay? They call each other brothers. Tommy grew up in a very hard life, very struggling life. People have been like really skeptical on whether or not Tommy is like a depiction of Eminem, because again 50 Cent is the one who helped produce this show. So it's kind of like, let's make Tommy like a depiction of Eminem, because Eminem grew up in a very hard life in Detroit, and Tommy grew up in a very hard life, I think in Queens. I'm not sure. Somewhere in New York. And there's a similarity to it. So I'm kind of skeptical as well. I want to find out if Tommy is a depiction of Eminem, because him being white, growing up in a very hard environment. He had a mother, never had a father in his life. And he's just, the way he is, you could really understand it in that show. Why he acts the way he acts. He's very, Ghost is kind of like, don't do this. For example, like, don't do this in this situation. Like, hold back, hold back. And then Tommy's kind of like, I'm not gonna listen to you. Boom, he kills someone. And then Ghost has to clean up what Tommy does, because Tommy is a type of person who's fast to react to things as well. So that's how his character is. And you could tell. You could tell he's a bad boy. But you could tell that Ghost cleans up his mess a lot in that show. A lot. You will see. You guys will see. He is one of my favorite characters because he brings a little bit of comedy in this show as well. And he has this sarcastic kind of humor. It's kind of he could be serious, but then sometimes he'll crack a little bit of side joke here and there. So he brings humor to the show, which I love. I love. And I love his accent. He has that New York accent that I love. Okay. So Tyreek. I would say this is my least favorite character in the show. Tyreek is played by, this is the name of the actor, Michael Rainey Jr. Okay? He plays Ghost's son. The reason why I don't like him is because he's reckless. He's young and, well, he is young, but he's reckless. Your father is rich because he's a drug dealer, but also he's a club owner at the same time. And then you're going to be ungrateful, do all these bad stuff for what? You were not grown up in the streets. You know, his parents were the ones who prevented that from happening. And then now you're on in the streets when they were trying to prevent that from happening in the first place. So he's reckless in that show. This is the reason why I don't like him. Don't like him. He's my least favorite in the show. An actor in real life, sweetest boy, probably. The actor in the show, character in the show, I hate him. Wish they could cut him off. I'm sorry to say because he is Ghost's son. Sorry to say, but how you guys raised him did not work. Say that. Watch the show, guys. You'll see what happened. You'll see what I mean. Okay, and 50 Cent himself. 50 Cent himself. He plays Kanan. So he plays the guy. He plays the guy that Tommy and Ghost grew up with. And all the things that Ghost learned was from Kenan. Okay? So he is kind of like, in a way, I'm trying to phrase it so I don't rephrase it so I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But he is the guy that misunderstood the situation back then. So he retaliates and becomes Ghost's enemy. Okay, he misunderstood a situation back then, way back then. And misunderstanding leads to this, leads to retaliating, leads to evilness. So he's evil. He's practically evil on power. He's a bad guy. And I was not surprised that 50 Cent wanted to play a bad guy, because look at his look. Look at his appearance. His appearance is like, already has that bad boy look to him. So of course he's going to play the bad guy. So that's another character I kind of disliked. He was getting in the way. It's like that type of character in the show that gets very annoying in the show, in the middle of the show, and you're kind of like, leave Ghost alone, back off a Ghost, you know? And you need to go away. But you will find out when you watch Power what happens to you. Okay. So this is the second least favorite. The character. Another, I think the most favorite I like is Omari and Tommy. I mean, not Omari. That's the actor. But the one that I really like is Ghost and Tommy, because I just love their bond with each other. Love their bond. And this is Rotimi. Another Rotimi. Okay, so this is Dre on Power, but she is played by Rotimi, okay? And this is him right here. Actually, shout out to Rotimi because he just got engaged to his fiance. And he kind of plays the rat. He really doesn't go far. He gets chased all the time, and he gets away, and he keeps getting away, and then he keeps getting away, and then you will see what season. You will see if he stays in the seasons or not. Okay, you will see. But he plays the rat, and the reason why I don't like him is because he keeps routing Ghost out, and he keeps doing that because he wants to take Ghost's place time after time. But you can't do what Ghost does. So that's the reason I don't like Rotimi. Back off of my Ghost. Back off, Rotimi. Back off. So Tasha. I got to talk about Tasha. Tasha plays Ghost's wife. Okay? So she handles the books for Ghost. Handles the money laundering for the drug dealing and stuff. And she is one of my not favorite people too. First I thought she was a gold digger at first, but then she's into this drug dealing business as well. So she's helping out. And the thing is, she is the type of person that would that you would that you wouldn't trust. At first, I didn't think that I would trust her, but then um later along the line, I was like, okay, she's ride or die for Ghost. But then I found out that she was ride or die for Ghost because she's in the business as well. So if Ghost gets caught, she gets caught as well. So that's the reason why she's ride or die. It's all benefiting herself. I wouldn't call her a gold digger just because maybe she is because okay, I don't want to go into details, but I wouldn't call her a gold digger, but I wouldn't put it past her for backstabbing someone. I wouldn't trust her for a very long time. I would not trust her. Like she's the type of person, if you can even see in her face that she is not to be trusted. She's the type of girl that would be nice to your face and is friends with you a long time to get what she needs, and then she starts backstabbing. So she's another not so favorite of mine. I don't have a picture of the other ones. There's another girl. Her name is Leela Lauren. Her real name, the actress who plays Angela. So let me talk about Angela's character. Angela is Ghost's lover, okay, mistress. Because Tasha, I'm gonna pull up Tasha real quick. Tasha and Tasha is Ghost's wife. And so Ghost cheats on Tasha with Angela. So Angela is his mistress. But Angela is who Ghost really loves. But it turns out that Angela plays a district attorney. And at first, Ghost doesn't know that she's a district attorney, but then later on she finds out and, you know, all that stuff. So it's a lot of drama, you guys. It's a lot of drama in this show. Um, it's a lot of a lot of things to take in. It's just like every episode something happens. And then if you're like left with a cliffhanger, you're just like, oh my gosh. You know, that thing, like, can't wait till. So it comes in 3 books. Okay, so the third book hasn't came out. It comes in book 1, book 2, book 3. But they don't have book 3 yet. And people are wondering if Omari Hardwick, Ghost, is still alive. So that's the cliffhanger right there. But he is still alive. And you guys could even go search it online. It's like, is Ghost dead? Is Ghost really dead? It's actually the top search is actually the question, did Ghost really die? So it's such a good show. I didn't expect this from 50 Cent. Kudos to him on making such a great show. And I was left in a cliffhanger. Um, it is the best epic cliffhanger of all. Of all. So this is a number one. They say this is the number one show on Stars right now. And yeah, Stars is making a lot of money off the show. For real. Because people are actually getting Stars to watch the show. See, 50 Cent is not letting the show in anywhere. I've heard that they were trying to put the show on Fox and then 50 Cent said no. They were trying to put the show on Fox because 50 Cent doesn't like the show Empire. People who made the show Empire, because he said that it's a little bit similar to Power. So he was thinking that Empire was copying Empire was copying Power, being that it is both African American based show. So the reason why he is, you know, in a rival with Empire is because Empire is also an African American based show. So they're like, he's like, you're copying us, and then they're like, no, we're not, and then he was like, yes, you are, kind of thing, you know? So that's the reason why he didn't want the show on Fox. He just wants to stick with Stars. So you guys should watch Power. I highly recommend it. I don't say this with for a lot of shows. So make sure you guys watch it. Highly recommend it. You guys are gonna be left, and you guys are going to go from episode to episode to episode. I swear to God, it is such a good show. Okay, so this is all for the video. I just wanted to talk about each character and what character I love for the show. I was very surprised how good this show was. And so watch it, guys, on Stars, book 1 and 2. So make sure you guys subscribe to my video and hit the notification bell to get the latest videos of mine for Nikki Say It Now. Equan Blue and Equan Blue, my big bro, and I are making a podcast together called Wildly Understood. We have our YouTube channel up, Wildly Understood. Make sure you guys check out our introduction video that's posted. And also, Simply Tea Time is on the way, guys. It's on the way. This is my podcast. I am going to be sitting down with you guys and talking about personal topics on Simply Tea Time. It's my personal podcast. I will be having a video up on my YouTube channel, Simply Tea Time. So make sure you guys go and check that out. My introduction video for Simply Tea Time is up, guys. So check out my introduction video. And so this is the end of my video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Follow on my social medias, Nikki Say It Now. Bye-bye.